Mark, help.
Hello there!
And welcome back to another video! This week I'm going to be doing a challenge that's been going around YouTube for a while. I think it started in the makeup community, but it spread into the art community, and it's the following blanks tutorial. So I'm going to be following, as you can see from the title, a Mark Crilley tutorial, and I decided to choose Mark Crilley because I actually started learning how to draw properly through watching Mark Crilley, and this was like years and years ago, like in 2009, 2008 even. The tutorial I'm going to be following is how to draw a lying down pose narrated tutorial, and I decided to choose tan color paper because this is one of the videos I could tell from the thumbnail where he does a rough pencil sketch, then he scans it and reprints it on with the ink doing a tone, so then he can do brighter white highlights. So I don't have a Dixon Ticonderoga that he always uses, but I've got my trusty mechanical pencil with a kneadable eraser. I've got my trusty black Prismacolor. I don't have whitewash on me, but I have this whole variety of white art supplies, so let's hope that something suffices. Let's get into the tutorial.
Hey there everybody, it's Mark Crilley, back with another how to draw video. Today we're going to be doing a pose video.
Right, so he starts off a lot of his videos with just shape guidelines so that viewers can roughly know his scale and positioning. I'm not really doing this precise in any sort of way. And then he said that the first step is to get the rough shape of the head in this square. So, alright, it's kind of at an angle, it's kind of tilted. Yeah, I would say this is a roughly good face shape.
And you can see that the head is tilted a little bit to the right.
Right, so next step is shoulder and the arm. So the shoulder starts at around where the chin divots, and he explains it before he draws it, so he explains what he's going to do, and then he draws it, and then he completes the shape of the arm. So this is broader than I thought it would be. Right, next step is the other arm. So her head is tilted because she's leaning on her other arm, on her other hand. The elbow ends up just about at this line, but not all the way down, and then he draws this connecting line. I assume he's going to draw the hand over here later, but I'm not going to get to it. I'm not going to go ahead of myself. Right, so yeah, next step was definitely the hand, and I don't know how he plans where his lines are going to end when he hasn't even finished drawing. I wonder if he draws the finished illustration in advance, and then he works out how to explain it. And the hands got a bit of a thing. I like how he draws mittens. The hands, that was a really good thing to see, because that's how I sketch the rough shape of the hands. And then next up is the torso, and it keeps going. Yeah, my shoulders are definitely wide. I'm probably gonna move this whole. Actually, let's just do that now. Yeah, I like that better. Right, let's continue. While he's talking, I tweak what I've already drawn just because I stare at it longer. So next step is from over here, we've got a thigh, and then this line over here just keeps going. And it's not supposed to really close, so I'll erase that later. And then it goes up, and then the foot, then you just do a little circle for. Everything is up for tweakage. Alright, so as I'm looking between mine and his, I think that my boxes are kind of ruining the perspective that he was trying to achieve. So I'm gonna move this whole area back, and then in the clip he added his other leg that's crisscrossing with this one. I'm just gonna start erasing my guidelines. I don't care, because I'm trying to be careful not to erase the boxes, but again, the boxes have been the cause of me having to erase in the first place. But oval, and then the other one is just going up this way, and there's a gap in between, and the other foot goes a little bit higher. That looks broken. Why does that look broken? Mark, help. This is harder than I thought it would be. Right, so the eyes are going to be in a little bit of a 3/4 view.
But let's go ahead and knock it off with the time lapse. Goodbye, old man time lapse.
Goodbye, old man time lapse.
And I am going to begin doing real-time drawing now.
Yes? Yeah, right, hair. He's doing a guideline of the outside of the hair. Goes like this. He says like a bouffant hairdo or something like that. I don't know.
Now, I don't want you to feel like you should be drawing this exact same character. Far from it, Mike.
Yes, Mark. I'm drawing this exact same character because that's the point of the challenge.
infuriating everyone. Why did you make us draw the entire head if we don't even see part?
Why did you make us draw the entire head if we don't even... Oh, it's really fun to do this while recording because he like pretends to talk for the people who are watching, and usually I'm like, that's funny, I bet people are actually doing that. But now that I'm actually doing it, so I don't really feel it because I feel it's natural to draw guidelines without, like, with the intent to erase them later. Yeah, so she's just got bangs that go. And Mark does this thing that I used to do when I was more religious about watching him, where he does a strand of hair in the middle of the forehead that's longer than the other strands of hair, which I felt, oh, it's so anime, oh my god. But then as I grew older, I was like, if a hairdresser leaves the middle strand of hair longer than the others, it looks cool to have hair in between the eyes. It's not a viable haircut in real life. It's not criticism to Mark Crilley, it's criticism to anime in general.
And let's get one stray strand as well.
One stray strand coming up. I'm just staring at this and it's amazing how much this doesn't look like my art. I'm trying to do little things that are more like me. Like this smile is definitely a little bit more me, and I don't know why else. Probably the hands are going to turn out a little bit more like the way I draw hands, but and a little cheekbone down here, but it's definitely more Mark Crilley style than mine, which is also nice. I guess it's a lot of fun. It's the point of the challenge, right? Right, so I'm just drawing along with his narration right now, and he keeps talking about, oh, I don't plan for you to draw this exact character. I plan to teach you how these things work so that you can draw your own characters in these positions. And I'm just like, yeah, brilliant. So, drawing hands, trying to follow his guidelines, ended up being a not so nice thing. Yeah, hands are really complicated, and it's useful the way that he taught it, but it wasn't looking natural to the way that I thought this hand should be. So I just want to erase the whole thing and start over again. So we're doing a sketch, which is really good because I did still feel that this area was a bit awkward. It's a bit less awkward now that we've got details in. Also, he didn't really add any wrinkles to this elbow part, so I'm just going to do that because it feels a bit weird not to. I'm just taking this tutorial as more of a suggestion. So, I need to draw the exact same character, but I'm also going to add this, do this, change the hand. But yeah, so skirt. Let's see how he draws this skirt, starting with a couple folds, and that helps with the whole position on the floor. So yeah, let's see how he does the rest of it.
Just to make it sort of flowing down.
So last bit is the feet, and then he's going to draw a breath over here. I just kind of want to jump the gun a bit and then erase these box lines.
Flash, she's going to actually wear stockings, so I don't know if
Oh, she's wearing stockings? Mark, why draw toes if she's wearing stockings?
Is scan this into my computer, add a little bit of tone.
This is what I was talking about.
To finish off this illustration. It doesn't even involve inking or pulling out my trusty black PrismaColor.
Oh, he's not going to use the Prisma. I'm going to use the PrismaColor. I feel cheated. He's going to do the scanning printing method, but then he said he's not going to use the black PrismaColor, and I feel extremely cheated because I was here coming for a Mark Crilley tutorial with all the things. This is why I picked this one, because I thought it was going to have a lot of whitewash, even though I don't have whitewash, so that was maybe a mistake. And then it would have the 2-pencil method. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely, because I'm not going to scan it and reprint it. I'm going to see where he takes it, and as soon as he brings out the scanned printed copy thing, I'm going to go with my trusty black PrismaColor. You can tell I use it a lot because it's so tiny. So yeah, sorry Mark. We're doing it my way. My way of your way.
And then I thought to make the drawing a little more interesting, we would get some of her long flowing hair coming across behind her. And I thought I would have one of the strands sort of looping around in this direction.
He's got it looping in the other direction. Whoops.
Race. some of the guidelines. That's definitely something I want to do. All
Hey, I beat you to it. Right, well, while he's going to ruin this illustration by not adding black Prismacolor, I'm going to add black Prismacolor. You can't stop me. Right, lines are done. Let's see what Mark does with the whitewash. Right, so I have 4 options for doing the colour, and I want to test it on this paper because every paper reacts differently. So first up, we got the Uniball Signo, something or other. I know there's a bunch of different ones, but I haven't had much luck with the Uniballs, but we'll see how it works on this paper. I'm going to do it in the corner. So it draws, but it's not very white, and then it dries, and then it turns even less white. So I think I'm going to rule this one out. Next up, we have the Sakura Jelly Roll, which is obviously a go-to white gel pen. Let's test this one out. Actually, it's also surprisingly transparent on this paper. Next up, we have this white paint marker by Recollections, opaque marker, supposedly. I haven't really used it for much because I found it's not actually as opaque as it says it is, but let's see. Oh yeah, no, I can't see this help. And then the last option, which is probably what we're going to end up going with because I know that these work great on this paper. See if I have one that's already been sharpened. It's a white charcoal pencil, so it's like chalk. Yeah, that's as white as I'm going to get. And it can build it a little bit. So instead of white gouache, we're going to go for white charcoal. Let's go. So for the eye white, it's smudged the graphite that I already put down. So I'm going to try to do the gel pen. I know it just said it didn't work, but here's where you kind of want it to get something that sits on top of what you've already put down instead of like mixing in between. So for like something like the white, I feel like it's alright.
Alright, well there's our finished illustration. I hope you like that final effect. Of course, we can't be done until we add blushes.
Oh, we can't be done until we add blushes. He's adding them with the purple, but because I didn't use any purple, I'm just going to add them with my pencil. Ta-da! So I don't have a book to thank you for supporting me like Mark does, but thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other YouTubers you want me to follow a tutorial from, and I'll see you all next week.